I've had someone ask me what tools to basically should I have, as a person just doing a few simple DIY repairs on your car. So over the years, I've acquired all kinds of tools, and I figured it was hard to pick because as you do more and more um, work on your own vehicle and you learn, and being a backyard DIY guy, I suppose, you know, you acquire different tools to make the job easier. So I tried to put together what I would say is your starting out if you wanted to decide to do some work on your vehicle. And it depends also on what you want to do. Um, if you want to do most everything you can on your vehicle, then you'll end up having to acquire more tools than what you think you need. If you're working a 9 to 5 job, you don't want to come home, spend your weekends doing big jobs. So maybe you will want to change over your winter tires, or um, just maybe do an oil change, something simple, right? So bear that in mind. It depends on what it is that your goals are. So what I put together here was, I'm sure I'm going to, miss something, but you need the ability to raise your vehicle. So you'll need ramps. So I got these, I forget the name of them, Rhino ramps, I believe. So you need a set of these. Do you have to have them? No, but it does make it, you know what, I'll go so far as say yes, pick yourself a set. So you got your ramps. You'll need, a floor jack like this, right? Now you can get one like this, heavy duty. You can spend $200-300 if you want, but you can get them on sale if you want a big one. But you need at least whatever for your vehicle. If you got a SUV, then you will need a one like this that's got an attachment. I forgot to bring it up. Or a big one like that. So whatever jack you need for your vehicle, you need that, obviously. And you must have a set of at least 2 jack stands. Okay, they'll come in a set usually, and you need that. That's the safety aspect of it. Also, you will need chocks for your tires. So if you're jacking up the front, you'll put these on the back, and if you're jacking up the back, you'll put them on the front. So that's your safety issue. You must have these things. Don't even think about working on your own car without getting this. If you only got so much money, and you start out getting these things first, okay? Then I would have to say you need a half decent socket set, okay? This one came as Stanley. It was on sale, and it was $100 and something. They can be expensive, but you can get them cheap as well. Try to get something that's somewhat decent quality. It's got, the 1/4 inch, the 3/8, and it's got all the, most of the sockets that you would need for ordinary things. But you also need some wrenches, right? Now, what you'll work on, what you need is a standard set, and you need a metric set. But you'll figure that out. But you should have a set of each at least. But you may get by, because you got the metric and the dual usually in these, right? So, But sometimes you can't get a socket in, so you do need an opening wrench. What else? Well, since it's you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea later on, if depending on what you're doing, like I said. But this is a small torque wrench, 3/8. I got a 1/2 inch, but you know, if you pick up one of these and see one on sale, it's nice to have this, because sometimes, you know, for torquing down your lug nuts and stuff, so on, you know, it's nice to have a specific torque, especially if you're new, and you know, a lot of people can go by feel, you know. So but this will take the guesswork out of certain things. You don't, a lot of times you don't need it, but it certainly comes in handy if you know, replacing a valve cover and stuff like that. Now I did get a Tecton 1/2 inch as well, because you know, sometimes you just don't get the humph out of the 3/8 as you know, you do the 1/2 inch. But if you do, you decide on what you're going to get. If you want to get, you know, a set of 1/2 inch, which is, you know, for a new guy starting out wanting to do, you know, certain things, I'd get the 3/8. A really good screwdriver set. As you can see, I got the shit pounded out of this, but it was a good screwdriver set. Like you can get the cheap ones, I mean, like this and so on, and where I live, Mastercraft, you know, where a lot of you guys are, it's Harbor Freight, same deal. But that's fine for, you know, these sets are okay just for using and abusing and throwing out. That's like the second or third set that I've gotten of this. But you do need, you know, I would advise a good set of screwdriver set. A couple different sizes of flathead, you know, and a couple Phillips and stuff. Nice, sturdy, well made. I prefer to have the ones with the strike. So get a good set of these. Definitely, you know, for the price, definitely get a nice breaker bar. This one is a 1/2 inch. I always keeps it in the. I always try to keep my tools in the original packaging and hang them around. But at least I know where they are, right? But this is a 1/2 inch, and don't have to be that brand, obviously. A nice breaker bar. You'll probably go through a few of those over the years, you know, if you buy the kind of cheaper ones. Get your, you know, have a blowtorch. Don't have to be expensive. You can get just, you know, the ordinary cheap blowtorch. For sometimes you have to heat up nuts and stuff like that. It comes in handy. Any penetrating fluid, lubricant, I make my own, mostly from ATF, acetone, and so on. But you know, get yourself some penetrating oil. You can get some really good ones. This is not a very good penetrating oil, you know, but that's what I have right now. I don't have none made up, but I just wanted to show you, you know, something you should have. A flashlight, definitely a nice strong flashlight. It don't have to be a one that like this where you got to hold it. I do have the ones with the magnet, and they're very nice. You stick it on, you know, if you were underneath the vehicle, you can stick it on the frame and twist it different angles. So you definitely need a nice flashlight, you know. Get yourself a good set. You know, this is Mastercraft, but surprisingly, they're a good set. You know, these ones, if they broke tomorrow, I would not complain, because trust me, I am not easy on tools. And I use these tools for not intended purposes that they were made. So get a good set of these needle nose pliers, linesman pliers sort of deal. You'll need a few of these, and they're cheap. Like, they're not going to break the bank, right? Now, this here is something that you may not need right away if you're just, like I said, depending on what you want to do. But this is a nut busting set. And I would recommend, I got a couple sets of them, some modified where you can't, just the space is so small, and you take them and you cut this off, and this set have gotten me out of so many scrapes, and it's, I would highly recommend you pick up a set of these nut busters. Any brand, I don't care. Now, Irwin is very good, but this here have not let me down. What else? You'll need, a set of funnels. This is one of a set. I think I got 4 in them. They're cheap, right? So make sure you got that. You'll need that for oil changes and so on. Gloves. Now this tool here, it's something that I have. I haven't. If you don't have to have this for the, if you're just starting out and wanting to work on your own car, and you can buy an electric version, which you don't have to have, you know what I mean? But an impact really does help. But get an electric one, like a 8.5. I think I have a review on 8.5 amp electric one. It was on sale. You can get them for $80. Sure, if you got the money, pick one up. But remember, the hair tool, you have to have a nice size compressor, so on. So, that's maybe later. What else? That's about it for starting out. I think I got it covered. So these tools that you see here is pretty much, if you can pretty much get any job done that's not a specific. Let me clarify, because I'm sure somebody's going to say, well, what about if I need to put in piston rings? Well, I mean, this is just for the guy that's just doing basic, like myself, just basic stuff, right? All right. Thanks, guys, for the questions, and I hope this helps you a bit. If you want more specifics in fancier tools, I can try to answer them as well. But this is, this will get you by your DIY car maintenance. No problems. Anyways, thanks, guys.